Hello students, so till now we have discussed the question number 9 of your exercise 4.3. Yes or no? The quadratic equation exercise 4.3 we have discussed up to question number 9. So now see the question number 10. Now what is the question number 10? See the question number 10, read the question. The question says that an express train takes 1 hour less than a passenger train to travel 132 kilometers between Mysore and Bangalore without taking into consideration the time they stop at the intermediate station. If the average speed of the express train is 11 kilometers per hour more than that of the passenger train, you have to find the average speed of two trains. Now see, two places are given, Mysore and Bangalore, and the distance between these two places are given 132 kilometers. So in the question is given that the speed of the express train is 11 kilometer per hour more than the speed of the passenger train. Now, if you let the speed of the average speed of the passenger train is x kilometer per hour, then average speed of the express train will be 11 plus x kilometer per hour. Now, if you see the first statement, it says that the time taken by the express train to cover the distance between Mysore and Bangalore is 1 hour less than the time taken by the passenger train to cover the same distance. Now, within the bracket, one statement is given. That means you no need to consider the time. No, need to, you, know, you, no need to you do not need to consider the time taken by the train. Okay. Uh, okay. To stop for stopping at the intermediate station. Yes or no? Let me see. Whenever you travel by train between two places, suppose from Guwahati to suppose Delhi, so you will get many intermediate stations in between these two places, and the train stops used to stop at this station. Yes or no? For some time. For express train, the time is less compared to the passenger train. So you no need to consider the time taken by these two train for stopping at the intermediate station. Suppose some station are there, so the train used to both the train used to stop at some station for some time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. So no need to consider this time. Okay, so this is given in the question. Now see, now the average speed of the passenger train is your x kilometer per hour, and average speed of the express train is 11 plus x kilometer per hour. Now again, according to question, it is now we know that speed equal to distance by time. Yes or no? Speed equal to distance by time. So time will be your distance by speed. Time will be your distance by speed. Speed equal to distance by time, so time will be your distance by speed. So you have to write down the equation in terms of time. Now see, the time taken by the passenger express train is 1 hour less than the time taken by the passenger train. So yes or no? So time taken by the express train will be what? The distance between these two places 132 kilometer. So 132 divided by what is the speed of the express train? 11 plus x. This is the time taken by the express train is 1 hour less than the time taken by the passenger train, and the time taken by the passenger train is your this one 132 by x. Now because the speed of the passenger train is x kilometer per hour and speed of the your express train is 11 plus x kilometer per hour according to the question, and we know the time speed equal to distance by time, so time will be equal to what? Distance by speed. So just we put the value. Now see, the time taken by the express train is 1 hour less than the time taken by the your passenger train. So this is the time taken by passenger train. So time taken by the express train will be 1 hour less than time taken by the passenger train. So this will be your equation. Now if you take this 132 by x to the left hand side, will be -1. Now multiply both these two equation by put the left hand side, right hand side by -1. Minus then it will be 132 by x minus 132 by 11 plus x equal to 1. Now take the LCM. Now if you take the LCM, it will be your in the denominator x into 11 plus x, in the numerator it will be 132 into 11 plus x minus 132x will be equal to 1. Now see, when you multiply this 132 into 11 plus 132x minus 132x. So 132x minus 132x will get cancelled. So it will be 132 into 11 equal to x into 11 plus x. So it will be 132 into 11. It will be 11x plus x square. Okay, it will be 11x plus x square. Now see, now when you multiply 132 into 11, it will be your 1452. It will be your 1452. How? That means 1 2 3 3 plus 2 5 3 plus 1 4. Now see, what is the shortcut for finding the multiplication for any number which is multiplied by 11? Suppose 45 is given into 11. So how can you multiply 45 with 11? Just write down these two terms, two digit 4 and 5. Now add these two digits, 5 plus 4 9. So this will be the result of 45 into 11. In the same way, here we have to multiply 132 into 11. So first you have to write down the first and the last digit of 132. So 1 and 2. Then goes on adding this term like this from your right hand side to left hand side. Plus 2 plus 3, so 5. Then 3 plus 1, so 4. So 132 into 11 will be 1452 equal to 11x plus x square. Okay, up to this clear. Now you can write alternatively like this: x square plus 11x equal to 1452. Now see, if you take 1452 to the left hand side, it will be x square plus 11x minus 1452 equal to 0. So this is the equation. This is the equation. I have to find the values of x by any method, whether it will be your quadratic by using the quadratic equation, or by factorization method, or by completing the square method. So I think if it will be easy if you apply the quadratic equation. Okay, clear? Now see, let me write down the equation again. The equation is x square plus 11x minus 142. Okay, x square plus 11x minus 1452 will be equal to your 0. Yes or no? Will be equal to 0. Now apply the quadratic equation formula. So what is the formula? Quadratic equation: x equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by twice a. Now put the value. What is the b here? 11. So minus 11 plus minus b square will be your 11 square minus 4. A will be 1. C will be your minus 1452 by twice a, and a will be 1. So it will be minus 11 plus minus 121 minus into minus will be plus. So plus 1452 into 4. So 4 to the 8, 4 5 the 20, 0 2 carry 4 4 the 16, 16 plus 2 it will be 18, 18 8 1 carry 4 1 the 4 4 plus 1 5. So 5808 by 2. Yes. So now it will be minus 11 plus minus 121. So it will be 5929 by 2. Now when you square root 5929, it will be 77. That means 77 square will be 5929. So it will be minus 11 plus minus 77 by 2. Now what is the method? Now see, normal method, you have to take two. That means you have to take the number from right hand side in a pair. So 29 and 59. So now see, you have to divide by such number that 7. So 7, you have to multiply with 7 itself. 7 into 7. So then 8 into 8, 64. So 7 into 7, you have 49. So I don't know, 49. Then if you subtract it, 0, 1, 10. 10 is then Now see 5929. Yes or no? Yes. So now see 7 7 is 49. Now see you have to then uh, take these two terms 29. Then what is the next formula? Multiply this one 7 2 ja. We have to multiply by 2. You have to take the 2 times. So 7 2 ja 14. Now you have to multiply such that if you suppose in the unit digit, if you take 7, then you have to multiply 7 itself. So 147 into 7. So 7 7 is 49. 4 carry 7 4 is 28. 7 4 is 28. 28 plus 4 32. So 2 3 carry 7 is 7 7 3 is 10. So 7 147. Then you have to multiply 7. So 1029. So if you square root it, it will be 77. So the answer will be that means the value of x will be minus 11 plus 77 by 2 or minus 11 minus 77 by 2. So it will be, if you simplify, it will be 66 by 2 or minus 88 by 2. So it will be 33 or minus 44. But the value of x cannot be negative. Why? Because it cannot be negative. That's why you have to take the positive value. Okay. So write down, but speed cannot be negative. So x cannot be minus 44. So hence x will be 33. Now see, this is the 33 is the speed of the what? Speed of the passenger train. But you have to find the speed of the boat train. Yes or no? It means the express train also. Write down. Hence, yes or no? Because x is the speed of the passenger train. This one. X is the speed of the passenger train. Write down. Hence, speed of the passenger train is your 32 kilometer per hour, and now speed of the express train is 11 kilometer per hour more than the speed of the passenger train. So speed of the express train will be 33 plus 11 kilometer per hour, so it will be 44 kilometer per hour. So these two are the speed of the train. Okay, now this is the question number 10. Now see the question number 11. I think 11 I gave you homework. So type this one as your homework. Okay. So, and if you have any doubt regarding the question 11, then ask me in our WhatsApp group, or you can comment me in the comment box also. Then I will solve in the next class. Okay. So now we are going to discuss the last topic of our quadratic equation, nature of the root. See, I have already discussed the nature of the roots. That means the nature of the roots depends upon the value of b square minus 4ac, which is known as the discriminant. Yes or no? That things we have already discussed in our, I think, first or second lecture on quadratic equation. Okay. Now see. Now all of you see the page number 87. Now see all of you. Now see the page number 89. Example 17. This is very important example. Okay. See the example 17. This is very important example. So see the example 17. Very important example. So read the question. A pole has to be erected. A pole has to be erected on the boundary of a circular park of diameter 13 meters. Okay, so one circular park is there. Okay, a circular park is there. Suppose this is one circular park. a circular park is there. Okay, a circular park is there, and you have to erect a pole on the boundary of a circular park of diameter 30 meter. Okay, in such a way that the difference of his distance from the two diametrically opposite fixed gates. Now see, two gates are there. Suppose this is the gate B and this is the gate A. Two gates are there and they are diametrically opposite. That means diametrically, this will be one diameter of the circle. This will be the diameter of the circular park, and it is also given of boundary of a circular park of diameter 13 meter. So diameter is given 13 meter. Okay, in such a way that the difference of his distance. So now see, A and B, two gates are there and they are diametrically opposite, situated diametrically opposite. Now you have to erect one pole, okay, and on the boundary of the circular park, and now see, fixed gates A and B on the boundary. Now see, read the statement in such a way that the difference of its distance from the two dimensions. That means suppose this is one pole. Suppose this is one pole. So this is the pole. Now you have to erect the pole in such a way that the difference of the distance from the two diametrically opposite fixed gates. Now see, the distance of the pole from the gate A is your AP, and the distance of the pole P from the gate B is your BP. The distance of the pole P from the gate A is your AP, and the distance of the pole P from the gate B is your BP. Okay. Now see that according to question, the difference of these two distances is 7. See, in such a way that the difference of his distance from the two, that means difference of this pole. So that means the difference of distance means what? The difference of the distance of the pole from the two given gate. Fixed gate A and B on the boundary 7 meter. The point is that in the question is given the difference of the distance of the pole from the two gate is 7 meter. Suppose this is the distance from of the pole P from the gate A, and this is the distance of the pole P from the gate B. Now suppose if you take this is your x, suppose x meter, then it will be your x plus 7 meter. Yes or no? This will be your x plus 7 meter. Or if you take this one as x, it will be x plus 7 meter. Yes or no? That means the difference between these two poles is your, that means here it is given AP or BP minus AP or BP is your 7 meter. That means either AP minus BP is 7 or either BP minus AP is 7 meter. This is the given. So if you take BP as x meter, then AP will be x plus 7 meter. Yes or no? Then AP will be x plus 7 meter. Now this is one what? Since it is your circle, and we know the angle made by the diameter of the circle on any point on the circumference is 90 degree. Yes or no? The things we have already got in class 9. That means the angle made by the diameter of the circle at any point on the circumference of the circle is 90. So this is the angle APB is the angle made by the diameter AB on the circumference of the circle. So APB will be 90 degree. Now we can apply Pythagoras theorem. Yes or no? So write down, let P be the required location of the pole. Let P be the required location of the pole. It is given. Okay, let P be the required location of the pole. It is given. Yes or no? Let P be the required location of the pole. It is given. Now see, So now write down, let the distance of the pole from the gate B, let the distance of the pole from gate B, suppose x meter, then now distance of the pole from the gate B is x meter. So the distance of the pole from gate A will be x plus 7 meter, because the difference between their distance is given 7 meter. So if BP is your x, suppose we let AP is the AP is greater than BP, that means this one AP minus BP is given 7 meter. Now if AP minus BP is your 7 meter, now if BP is x meter, that means AP minus x will be 7. So AP will be your 7 plus x or x plus 7 meter. Yes or no? So this will be your AP. So now write down. Now see, APB is a right angle triangle. So write down, since AB is the diameter of the circular arc, that since AB is the diameter of the circular arc, and angle APB is the angle made by AB on the circumference. So so angle APB is the angle made by AB on the circumference of the circle. So your APB will be your 90 degree. Yes or no? So APB will be 90 degree. So that means triangle APB will be a right angle triangle. Yes or no? Write down. Hence, triangle APB will be a right angle triangle. So we can apply the Pythagoras theorem. Let me draw the figure again. Suppose this is your point B, this is your point A, this is AB, this is your P point. So this is your x, this is your x plus 7, and diameter is given your 30 meter. Now you can apply Pythagoras theorem. Write down, by applying Pythagoras theorem, it will be your hypotenuse square AB square will be your AP square plus BP square. Put the value, AB will be your 13 square, AP will be your x plus 7 whole square, and BP will be your x square. Now solve 13 square will be 169, a plus b whole square, so it will be x square plus 14x plus 49 plus x square. So it will be your 169 equal to 2x square plus 14x plus 49. So if you take 49 to the left hand side, it will be 169 minus 49 equal to 2x square plus 14x. So it will be, when you simplify, it will be your 169 minus 49. So it will be 120. Then minus 2x square. If you take this term on the left hand side, minus 14x equal to 0. Now multiply by negative sign. So it will be 2x square plus 14x minus 120 equal to 0. Now see, convert into the lowest term, so it will be your x square. When you divide this one by 2, so it will be your x square plus 7x minus 60 equal to 0. Now see, in the question, one statement is given that is it possible to do so? Is it possible to do so? That means, is it possible to erect the point P such that the difference of the distance of the point P from the two gate A and B 7 meter? Is it possible? That means, if the roots of this equation is real, then it is possible. But if the roots of this equation are imaginary, not real, then it will be not possible. That means you have to first look at the look at the nature of the roots. And how can you find the nature of the roots? By using the see the value of the discriminant. If the value of the discriminant, what is discriminant? B square minus 4ac. That thing we have already discussed. So if B square minus 4ac is greater than 0, then the roots are equal. Sorry, the roots are real. That things we have already discussed. And if B square minus 4 is 0, then the roots are equal. And if B square minus 4 is less than 0, then the roots are imaginary. So now you have to check whether the roots are real or imaginary. If the roots are real, then it is possible to do so. So now see here, find the discriminant. Discriminant is denoted by D. I think I have already discussed it in the class. So what is the B here? The value of B is 7. So 7 square, then 4. A is your 1. So 1. And C is your 60. So 7 square is your C is not 60. C is your minus 60. So it will be your minus 60. So 4 into A is 1 and C is your minus 60. So 7 square is 49. Then minus into minus, it will be plus. So 4 into 60, 240. So 240 plus 49, when you add, it will be 289. So that is, which is greater than 0. So roots are equal. So if I don't like this, here D is this one. So since D is greater than 0, so roots are real distinct roots. Yes or no? So if the roots are real, then it is possible to do so. That means you can erect pole P at some point where the distance of the pole P from A and B, the difference of distance of the pole P from A and B 7 meter. Yes or no? So now you have to find the roots of these two equations. Roots of this equation. That you have to find the value of x by applying the quadratic formula. What is the formula? X equal to minus b plus minus b square minus 4ac by twice a. And we have already find out the value of b square minus 4ac minus b. That means what is the, let me write down the equation again, x square plus 7x minus 60 equal to 0. Now here the value of b is 7, so minus 7 plus minus, I think we have already find out 289, and 2 into a is your 1. Now see, 289, that's why I told you to remember the square of at least from 1 to 20 square. Now 289 is the square of 17 square. 70 square is your 289. So root over 289 will be 17 by 2. So the value of x will be x plus 17 by 2, or minus 7 minus 17 by 2. So it will be, when you simplify, it will be 10 by 2, or it will be minus 24 by 2. So it will be 5, or it will be, that means the value of x, or it will be minus 12. But x cannot be negative. Why? Because x is a distance. So x cannot be negative. So I don't since after this, I don't since x is the distance between the pole B and, sorry, between the pole P and get B, so it cannot be negative. So hence the value of x will be your only 5 meter. Now this is the distance of the pole P from the gate B, but you have to find the distance of the pole P from gate A also. Yes or no? So write down next. Write down. So we have already found x, that means the value of x will be 5 meter. So write down. Or not, not write down here meter. So write down only 5. Write down. So the distance of the pole P from B is 5 meter, and the distance of the pole P from A is your 5 plus 7 meter, it is your 12 meter. So this is the answer. Okay. Now all of you see the exercise 4.4. See the first question. You have to find the roots, nature of the roots of the equation. What is the equation? And if the real roots exist, find them. That means you have to first find the nature of the roots, whether it is real, imaginary, or equal. You have to first find the nature of the roots. Okay. So, the first question, first one, 1, 2x squared minus 3x plus 5 equal to 0. Now see, you have to write down comparing this the comparing the quadratic equation with ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0, we get a will be equal to 2, b will be equal to minus 3, and c will be equal to 5. Now find out discriminant. D will be your b square minus 4ac. Now put the value. B is your minus 3 whole square, then 4, a is your 2, and c is your 5. So it will be minus 12 is 9, minus 4 to the 8, 8 5 the 40. So 9 minus 40, so it will be minus 31, which is less than 0. So no, this minus 31, which is less than 0. Now see, that means the value of D is less than 0. So since the discriminant is less than 0, so hence the roots are imaginary. Yes or no? Hence the roots are imaginary. Yes or no? So that way you can do the other also. So under question number 2 and question number 3, do your homework, and if you have any doubt, then ask me in our WhatsApp group or comment in the box or in our comments in the comment section. Then we will solve in the next class. Okay. Thank you.